Hey guys. So, I've been busy. I built this along with a few other things. Um, so this is an automatic sheep farm. 1.14 allows us to collect sheep with shears in a dispenser, just like so. So I actually didn't know that until I was watching um, a YouTube video, and I think it was Pixel Riffs had something just like this. His was like way bigger. Why am I missing a slab right there? There's no one missing there. That's weird. Um, there was a different building that half, I think, burned down. I might need to look into how to shut off fire tick. Because, okay, I looked at my last video that I uploaded a little bit, and I know I had built these, but I don't think I had built this yet. Um, I might have. I'm not sure. But then it kind of partially burned down, which stinks. So I'm going to fix it, but I'm probably going to fix that in this episode, not 100% positive. Probably won't actually show any of that, but it's supposed to be a 3-story apartment building. So it's got 3 little apartments, like so. Yeah. Um, anyways, after I finished building this bridge, which I still need to add some more random blocks to dirty it up a little bit, I built this, and I got 2 little lean-tos on it. I got one on the one side, which is just storage, and then the other one is loom workstations. So yeah, that's going to be kind of the goal. I might put in a 3rd and a 4th loom, just didn't have this stuff for that yet. In this episode, my goal is I'm going to get started on the docks over there. I'm probably going to get one in. And maybe a little bit of a path between some. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do exactly. Like I don't like spend a bunch of time in like a creative world and be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to build. No, that's just not how I play. I just kind of have like an idea, like I want to build something in this area, and I just build it, and hopefully, and hope that it turns out. Sometimes it ends up looking horrible. Other times it looks really cool. I mean, like this building here isn't like super awesome, but I mean, it's got kind of a weird combination of colors and stuff, but it works, and it's a nice little mini mega smelter. Um, yeah, that definitely works for me. Um, so something else that I should probably show you that I did, actually 2 more things that I did between episodes, and then I'm going to go over and get started on the docks. Um, 2 things. First one, actually, I'm going to go this way, and then I can show both. Um, so this right here was how I got the original villagers over to where my farm was, and this is directly below the smelter. And I ended up digging this, And so I got a couple of little farms here. And let me tell you, these guys are pretty awesome. You know, I watch people talk about villager farms and stuff, but like this is almost like a normal farm, like from earlier eras. And yeah, there's some mine carts down here. I created a couple little spy holes so that we can go in and take a look. And just make sure everything is still working. Make sure all the mine carts are still moving. Over here too. So yeah. And then there's a collection area. Um, so I plan on building some kind of a better entrance system to that. But collection area is over here. Oh, I didn't show the pumpkins up here. So it's kind of like the thing CubFan built in season 5, but I didn't want to spend money and put observers over every single block, so I only put a handful. I only put a handful of observers in there that are watching, and then I just covered. Oh, I just let's see. There we go. So then I just covered it with redstone, and then I have. So the pistons were getting stuck, so I put a little pulse extender on it, and it works pretty good. I ended up not using that system, but yeah. So that works pretty well. I've gotten blocks and blocks of emeralds from trading with these guys because of pumpkins and melons. So from that little, somewhat small farm, it's really not that big at all. And eventually these chests are probably going to fill up. I'll probably make these all into double chests too. Carrots and potatoes. So I just traded away all of what I had collected. And we're back up to that. So these guys are like, they're producing. It's pretty awesome. But in case you couldn't figure out, right below me here, I also built a small mob drop farm. So there's a total of 6 platforms, and yeah, the hole I dug down there, it's pretty big. You can see the spider right there. It's 7 by 7 because I didn't want spiders and stuff to get stuck. I'm kind of disappointed that they're getting stuck the way they do, but I just didn't want anybody fighting over ways to get through. I saved almost all the materials from it, so that'll be nice. Probably do some villager trading at some point in the future. I'm going to end up with a emerald beacon before too long. But mob drop, so I got an access area to where those are right there, to where the hoppers are. And then all the drops are collected here. So I haven't done any kind of AFKing. I probably won't do any kind of AFKing. I just want this thing to slowly, passively collect the different mob drops. You know, the rotten flesh will be nice, the string will be nice for trading with villagers. The gunpowder, that's going to be super awesome for a clip that I actually already recorded a couple days ago where I was Enderman hunting because I plan on hopefully going to the end in the near future. So I'm going to end up with an elytra. I'm going to need rockets. I'm going to need rockets. Yeah. So I built a second way to get down here so we don't have to go down that janky stairway. Includes a drop area and a portal over to, with a tunnel to my farm area. So like I said, I've been really busy off camera, off recording. So I built all this. And it's not terribly fancy at the moment, but eventually I'll make it look better. Right now it's just safe. Yeah, and with a little bubble column that takes me back up to the area directly underneath the mini smelter. And it sounds like it's storming again. So I'm going to go sleep. And then I'm going to gather supplies. I did already grab some of the logs and stuff like that that I'm probably going to be using for the docks. But part of the docks I'm probably going to be using some stone bricks and stuff. Not sure what all I'm going to use, so I'm just going to gather some stuff. I'm probably going to clean out my inventory of junk like that and head on over with a couple of inventories worth of stuff and some chests, and I will I might get started, but then hopefully I do some recording on what I'm actually doing. I don't know. Anyways, talk to you in a bit. Alright, so I got some stuff here. Don't know what is going to get used. Probably a bunch of this and a bunch of this. I might end up having to do some terraforming afterwards, so that's why I grabbed some grass, some dirt and grass consequently. This was just other junk that I picked up. I actually cleaned up the chest that was in one of the areas where I was previously building. So my goal here in building the dock area is I'm going to use at least 2 different types of logs to kind of bring like a difference to what the logs look like above water and below water. Possibly use spruce trap doors for the actual dock itself. So I'm probably gonna have to go chop down all those spruce trees over there, replant, and then chop them down again, in order to actually complete this build. But I should go ahead and make some spruce trapdoors. That's what I should do. So if we take all of these and all of those, okay. So we got a few spruce trapdoors now. So most I'm gonna kind of start here where it's a little bit more shallow, and I'll go that way. I don't know. Maybe I'll do some terraforming over here because this is super deep. And that was one of the reasons why I chose this spot. Not really thinking about having to go down that far with the, I'm going to call them stilts, coming out of the water for the docks. So this right here is spruce. Yep, spruce. And then, like, there'd be like one more, right? Which would maybe still have its bark on it. And then it would like get like a lighter color, right? So like then the top two would look like that because they'd be kind of like weathered from the sun, you know, and it's not getting wet way up there. It's only wet way down there. Granted, it would the water would kind of wick up more or less, but I don't think that's something to really worry too much about. I like that. Then we do something like, ooh, that changed direction, which more or less makes sense. Okay, so let's go there and there. Okay, so I'm going to fill in this area. Oh yeah, no, before I let you go. So when I stop recording, I'm going to fill in this whole area here with those, and maybe I might bring these over a little bit to like maybe right here, so it's not quite so wide. Maybe wider is better. Wider is probably better. And then I'm also going to take and I'm going to build a little bit of a wall, like so, right in here. And it might it will curve, so it'll come back to like maybe here. And then it'll come up like maybe 3, and then there'll be like stairs or something. So one thing I'm starting to realize I maybe should not have done was I removed the majority of this hill. So this, I mean, okay, so a lot of this right here was sand, but like this was like a crazy big hill right here. Not crazy big, because like crazy big is like that Savannah mountain just over there, which you can just really not even see. But yeah. So the goal here is to make this look like a dock, like a fishing type area, which I've not spent a whole lot of time on, but you know, like I've been to a few places that look like that, and I'm kind of also modeling after a few other people I've watched build stuff like this in Minecraft. A little bit of inspiration from different people like False Symmetry uh, last season 5. So, hey guys! So, I've been making some progress on the docks. I had to run back to my storage room and get some emeralds because a wandering trader showed up. And this wandering trader is selling jungle trees. which I have not found a jungle yet. So, oh, those are 5 emeralds apiece. I should have grabbed more emeralds. Okay, let's go. That's really expensive. That's like really, really, really expensive. I'm not going to go back and get any more. I'm just going to plant normal sized trees and use my fortune axe on them. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, good enough. Alright, if we look, so this is the dock area. So these trapdoors kind of go a different direction. There's also a bit of a lip, like a step up, like signifying that, hey, this is the actual dock here. Eventually I'm going to put maybe a couple of ships, you know, I could maybe do one on each side of both of these. And maybe like another one out there. I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. We got some barrels and chests for miscellaneous storage and to hopefully attract the actual fishermen. I left that little tiny hill that had the 2 flowers on it. Still haven't touched that. Also haven't touched that turtle. But one thing, so I took these ones all the way down, but these ones here are just kind of floating for now. Eventually what I might do is I might terraform the ocean out a little bit, but I'm probably going to wait till after I get something like a conduit, which I've had trouble getting nautilus shells. I got several hearts of the, I think they're called hearts of the sea, but the nautilus shells are like hard to come by. So right here, I'm planning on building like an office type building for the dock. So I was just getting started on that when that guy showed up. Probably a good thing. I really should show this. A little bit of my building style and how I actually go about building stuff. So I counted out, and so these should be odd numbers, I hope. I sometimes have a hard time figuring that out. Sounds weird, but it's true. It's not quite as intuitive as one might suspect. Anyways, so this structure, what I'm thinking is I'm going to outline it like this in dark oak logs, just like so. And then what I was thinking was I would use some birch wood for the actual like walls, and then I would strip that. And I think that's going to look kind of nice. Not 100% positive yet, but they'll be like I'll put like a doorway down here, and this will be like a storage room kind of thing, and with a ladder that leads up to the second floor, which will be like a step up from here. We don't have any steps at the moment. I used them all. So I can just go like so maybe, and then we'll need a floor. What am I going to use for floor? Well, of course, I'm going to use spruce trapdoors for the floor because it's the dock area. Although I won't be able to put a door on that, am I? Will I be able to? I doubt it. Nope. Bummer. Solution. Solution to that problem. There we go. And I might actually make this a 2-wide door. So this will go like so, and then like so. There we go. And ooh, that's a potential issue. So I got most of these birch logs from right here. There was a tiny birch forest. I guess there's still a few over there. But I just chopped these all down when I was doing that terraforming. And I think this is going to be okay. Let's strip all these and step back and take a look. I don't remember having that problem before. Yeah, I think that's going to look awesome. Alright, so I'm starting to chop down the jungle trees here. 2 of them have grown. Hoping that I get some replacement saplings. So far I have 0. This is my fortune. Oh, this one's only fortune 2. Let's switch to fortune 3. There we go. Excellent. Seeding up there though, maybe like right here. Like so. Yeah, I'm still gonna need a couple more to get up there. Hey! So, I think I got it done fairly well. As you can see, we got the lower area with a ladder leading up. Right now, only a few chests in here. This is not going to be, like, I'm not going to actually use any of this as storage. It's just a storage area. I made this little office type area on the main floor. So I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. I might change the desks or the chairs out for something like oak, just so that it's not the same. But you get the idea. Still got windows on their way. And then we got a second floor up here where we should be able to employ or hold 4 villagers that will work the docks. So there's 4 barrels, I guess, on this side right here. I was thinking about putting more beds up here. I don't know if that's really a good idea, though. I mean, I could probably put 2 more. Yeah, I know I could literally fill the entire thing with beds and it'd be fine, but I want it to look somewhat okay. But anyways, we got that, and actually I should have put this window in right there. Okay, and also I grabbed lanterns. So I can get rid of the torches. Yeah, awesome. Okay, this floor, oh, we need windows here yet. And then we shouldn't need any on the lower floor, because the lower floor has no windows. We should probably put a couple torches in here, though. Hopefully that's sufficient. Alright, so, yeah, went ahead and made that. In this episode, I guess I showed the auto sheep shearing shed. I guess that's what we can call it, the sheep shearing shed. Get some good alliteration going there. Which is collecting wool for us. Yeah. And then I built the first part of the dock area, including 1 building, which will house 4 villagers, and the office space. So yeah.